a few weeks of accidental hibernation. Life happened, adult responsibilities happened, things needed to be settled. We finally did what we do best. Run away again. And this time, Sri Lanka. But of course, nothing with us ever starts normally. Picture this, Ramadan, empty stomach, delayed flights, and an airport that feels like a survival game. At one point, we were literally speedwalking through the terminal like contestants in some reality show called Catch That Flight or Sleep in the Airport. Energy level, 0 patience level, questionable dignity. Left somewhere near the boarding gate. There was running. There was confusion. There was a moment where breaking the fast early almost sounded like a very reasonable life decision. But somehow, against all odds, and mild airport chaos, we made it. So here we are, slightly exhausted, slightly dehydrated, but very excited, finally landing in Sri Lanka. And if this chaotic airport adventure is just the beginning, this trip is going to be very interesting.
So, this is where we stay. Ready to go.
We thought starting a motorbike road trip from Negombo to Galle would be romantic coastal vibes. Wind in the hair, ocean views, main character energy. Yeah, no doubt this was survival. First of all, Sri Lankan traffic does not believe in personal space. Or logic or fear, buses. They don't drive. They teleport. 1 second they're behind you, next second they're overtaking you, your ancestors and your future children and us. On a tiny motorbike like 2 emotional support humans clinging to life. The plan was simple. Let's take it slow. Enjoy the view. Stop for cute cafes. Reality, we stopped because we thought we were going to die every 10 minutes. Babe, are we still alive? Yes. Okay, continue. The coastal road looks peaceful in pictures, but in real life, it's a mix of sudden dogs crossing like they pay rent, tuk-tuks appearing out of nowhere, potholes that could legally be classified as swimming pools. And don't even get me started on the heat. The sun was not shining. It was personally attacking us. At some point, we questioned everything. Why didn't we just take a car? Why didn't we stay home? Why are we like this? But then, halfway through, you get that insane ocean view, waves crashing, breeze hitting just right. And suddenly, you forget all the trauma. You're like, okay, maybe this was worth it. And then a bus honks behind you like a demon, and you remember, no, it was not. But somehow, covered in dust, sweat, and poor decisions, we made it to Galle alive.
Yeah, not 50 Shades. If you know, you know.
Picture this. You're walking into Galle, and boom, you're basically time traveling without buying a ticket. So here's the tea. Back in 1505, the Portuguese Empire rolled into Sri Lanka like, nice island, we'll take this. They built the first version of the fort to protect their spice trade, because apparently cinnamon was worth fighting over. Honestly, fair. Fast forward to 1640. Plot twist, the Dutch Empire showed up, kicked the Portuguese out, and said, cute fort, but we can do better. And they did. They turned it into the solid, aesthetic, Instagrammable fortress you see today. Thick walls, grid streets, and vibes that scream colonial but make it chic. Then comes 1796. Enter the British Empire. At this point, the fort has changed owners more times than your travel plans. The British didn't change much. They were like, yeah, this works, and just added their own little touches. But here's the crazy part. This place survived the massive 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami. While everything around it was hit hard, the fort stood strong like, not today. Today, it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, packed with cute cafes, boutique hotels, and enough history to make your brain feel productive while you're actually just taking photos. So yeah, Galle Fort isn't just a fort. It's basically a centuries-old drama series with colonizers, spice wars, and a plot twist called survival. We came to Galle for a few peaceful days. You know, just casually waiting for a visa extension like responsible adults. Fast forward 3 days. We're basically commuting professionals between Unawatuna and Mirissa like it's our 9-to-5 job. Beach here, coconut there, repeat. Very stressful life. Finally, passports secured, freedom unlocked. We said, let's go somewhere calm. So naturally, we went to Udawalawe for one night. One night. Big mistake. Huge. That story? Oh, that's not a story. That's a separate episode titled Survival Mode Activated. Anyway, we escaped with our lives, barely, and headed straight to Ella. Because apparently the only solution to trauma is mountains, tea, and pretending we're in a peaceful documentary. Also, low-key, we just needed a break from the Galle tourist crowd before we accidentally became one of them.
elephant on the roadside. We cannot go nearer. Is it dangerous to go nearer?
Yeah, they're wild elephants.
Wild West. Another one along the roadside. This is baby. Yeah. Okay. No, not having it.
He's got a collar on.
Yeah. Mommy. It's weekend. I'm sure there's a lot of people.
You want to stop?
Jatuh sedap je.
So we pulled up to Ravana Falls thinking, wow, peaceful nature moment. Yeah, no. This place is loud. Not just the waterfall, people everywhere. But honestly, worth it. Because look at that. Water crashing down like it's got anger issues. Apparently this place is linked to the legend of King Ravana, which explains the dramatic energy. You've got tourists climbing rocks like it's a free gym, locals chilling like this is their backyard, and me trying not to slip and become part of the waterfall. 10 out of 10 chaotic beauty. Would risk my life again. Hidden in the hills of Ella, Ravana Falls crashes down in layers of raw, untamed beauty. Legend says this is where King Ravana once hid Princess Sita. And standing here, it feels like the story never really left. The mist, the sound, the power of the water. It's not just a waterfall. It's an experience. Wild, ancient, and completely unforgettable.